Sure. All right, I want to preface this question by saying I don't know too much about UBI, but I'm enthusiastic about the concept. In my limited research, I came across two big criticisms, which I just want to shoot by you. And
sure.
See, yeah. So what do you say to those who argue that giving everybody $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month would allow businesses to raise the price of goods and services and create a new social norm?
Yep.
Or allow businesses to reduce wages and subsidize those reduced wages with this income, similar to how Walmart encourages employees to be on food stamp programs and such?
Yeah, so if you look at our experience as consumers, we have not had massive inflation in any category but three. Education, which we discussed, healthcare, which has its own massive set of problems, and so I'm for Medicare for all and just getting the cost down and the access up, because there's no other way to do it. There's just so many excesses in that system. And then housing. So if you look at your consumer experiences with clothing or electronics or media or cars or even food, for the most part, prices have been more or less stable. And so if I put money into your hands, all of the markets where it's a free-floating consumer economy with price sensitivity and competition among firms, you would not see massive price gouging. If McDonald's decided to double the price of its hamburger, like after we all had $1,000 a month, you'd just be like, wow, I guess I'm going to go to Taco Bell or the deli. And then they'd all have to gouge you simultaneously. And then it just takes one of them to say, I'm not going to gouge, and then they get all the business, and then all the prices come back down. It's not like if you have $1,000 a month, you're all of a sudden made of money. It's like you still are going to be bargain hunting. And so that's true across all of the functional markets that competition and technology apply to. It's really the dysfunctional markets that are driving us crazy. And putting money into people's hands will actually allow us to manage that inflation as opposed to cause it, because this inflation is not being driven by purchasing power. In terms of the worker bargaining power, it's actually the inverse. So check this out. Let's say everyone's getting $1,000 a month, and then Walmart decides it's going to exploit people. It's going to be like, I'm going to pay you nothing. You have to work for free. Then people would be like, of course I'm not going to do that. And I know I cannot starve to death if you don't give me something that's actually worth my while. It's possible Walmart might actually have to increase their pay. What you might see people that are frankly very unpleasant employers might have to actually pay more, because at this point people know they can survive without a job that they hate. And so you'd see wages change in different fields. There are some fields where they probably could get away with paying less, but we might find that to be okay. For example, nonprofits, or teaching and coaching jobs, or some other jobs, they might be like, hey, we need more people, we'll pay you a little less, and then people might be cool with that because they're like, I kind of want to do that work. And then the really soul-crushing jobs would actually have to pay more. So it's not a uniform impact. It would vary, but the big thing to think about is that it improves our bargaining power. It makes us actually more exploitation-proof, not exploitable.
Thanks.
Are all y'all paying attention? Automation gonna sweep the nation unless we get him in. Andrew Yang, 2020 freedom dividend. Climate change is real again. Science rules. Teachers bringing home some bread. Medicare for every citizen. That's nice. Andrew Yang, 2020 freedom dividend.